the rewards are enormous. We see people come here that do not speak, but they can say their horse's name, or they can say walk on, and then they learn how to communicate in a different way, because the horse doesn't need you to talk. He just needs you to respond and to cue him. And so we see how people can communicate in many different ways. I learn something every day. I was saying to you earlier that I learn all the time from different riders. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. And so the other rewards are physical rewards that we see, especially young children when they start here. And if you know young children, they typically have an awkward gait, walking gait. And so after they've been on the horse that has a very even gait, we choose our horses specifically for that and carefully, so that they have an even gait. They have a rhythmic gait, and they are constantly working in 3 dimensions. So they're moving forward, side to side, and so that your hips get this rotational movement all the time. Just walking on the horse, you get all that input. And we found through parents that the riders, especially the young riders that come here, now they can walk upstairs 1 step at a time and alternating feet. Now they can walk through that tiny labyrinth that's behind you without stumbling. Now they can walk up a hill without walking on their toes. So it's remarkable. It's truly remarkable what we see. Cognitively, we see people, you know, when you're riding a horse, you have a lot to think about. You can't just sit there. We don't have them sitting there. We teach them riding skills so that they are learning a new language, first of all, because bridle, saddle, those are not common terms. Everybody knows a bridle and saddle, but do you know the difference between a bridle and a halter? Well, our riders do. Do you know what a stirrup is and a girth? Our riders know those things. And pole and withers, parts of the horse. And so we teach them as much as we can. It becomes an educational program as well, and then they can then have something that their parents don't know, which is kind of cool for most of our riders or their caregivers. So so cognitively, they are learning different things. Motor planning they have to learn because they have to use the reins. We often have them reaching for different things, and so they'll have to cross midline to reach over and bend and twist and stretch, and all of those things we need to do in everyday life. But typically, most of our riders don't do that. We tend to do a lot for them, and here they are a lot more independent. In fact, that's part of our mission statement, that they do become more independent because of the horse, what the horse can give them. And so the rewards are many and great, and every